Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my From Zero to Hero series. This is week 5 and day 4. We get some major GP gains today, so let's get right into it. I'm going to do a bit of smithing and I'm going to test out making Adamant Battle-Axes which require 3 bars. That means this scroll of efficiency and giving us the wasteless smithing ability will give us a chance of saving a bar when making stuff for 3 or more bars. So this is perfect to go and try these Adamant Battle-Axes with this ability unlocked. See if we can lose only a little bit of money and get some nice fast XP rates. So now I've bought an augmenter and a crystal tool seed as we're going to augment a crystal hammer. We can give it perks which will increase our experience an hour, and the crystal hammer increases our wasteless smithing abilities proc chance, so it makes us save even more. Then we've bought 6,000 addy bars to make 2,000 of the battle axes with, so we can test how much GP we lose or if we can break even or something. It's now time to turn this seed into a hammer. Just got to do it the exact same way as I done my crystal tinderbox. I just use the seed on Elune and then I'll choose the hammer. Then just augment the hammer and you're good to go. Now to make Tinker and Rapid to use for smithing. Time to use my 5 fungal components again to try and get Tinker free. We got it first try. That's awesome. Now we've got a 15% chance of getting 25% more XP. Now it's time to get Rapid. So we can get Rapid 1 to 3 with 5 enhancing. I'm not going to go super hard for Rapid 3 because it's very rare. Just going to try and get Rapid 2 and keep it at that. Didn't get it there, let's repeat. Didn't get it there. We've got Rapid 1. There you go, Rapid 2 and Cheapskate 3. But we don't really care about the Cheapskate, we are happy with the Rapid 2. Now we can semi-AFK do some Adamant Battle-Axes. Let's see what the XP and GP is for these. I think they'll be pretty expensive and it'll probably just be better sticking to 2 bar items, but if it's not too much more expensive, it might be worth the XP increase. These and Addy 2-handers probably will lose a fair bit of money, but I want to test it anyway. Are you serious? That's crazy. I'm 81 smithing and now I've got the smithing pet. I got the agility pet yesterday. Like, what's going on? I'm getting so many pets. That's absolutely nutty. What the hell? Okay, well, we have the smithy pet now and we have 3 skilling pets and 2 combat pets. That's kind of crazy. I'm very happy with that. That's pretty cool. So I spent 18 mil on those addy bars and I got 12.4 mil back. That's kind of disappointing. That's 5.5 mil loss for 2.5 smithing levels. Definitely not worth it. I thought that the enhanced wasteless smithing and the portable forge was going to save more addy bars than it did. But at least now I know addy battle axes are not a good idea to do. Addy 2-handers would be a similar result, but you'd lose a little bit less on those. So I don't think it's worth doing 3 bars with addy. I think I'm going to wait until I can do addy plate bodies at 88 and just continue doing 2 bar items until then. Probably stick to like addy longsword, stuff like that, and then it's a minimal loss. We need to recoup some money that we lost from the addy bars, so might as well go do an hour or 2 of spiritual warriors, make some money back, then try some addy longswords. Should be able to get 91 invention by siphoning my obliteration staff and disassembling my augmented crystal hammer at level 10. Disassembling the augmented crystal hammer makes it so it costs about 600k, but you get 460k experience for disassembling it. So it's honestly not that expensive to do that, and it works out probably about the same price as a Hammertron would be to get all of the parts and stuff, and it saves you a lot of time disassembling. So now all I got to do is rebuy a crystal tool seed and an augmenter and just augment a new one and add the perks back on. I have 11,500 more tokens to hand in from this event for some bonus XP, flat out XP, spirit gems, stuff like that. So let's hand them in at Joey. Managed to get 5 event mystery boxes and 6 big event mystery boxes to open. So let's see what we can get. I'm going to chuck all of these prismatic fallen stars into smithing to speed that up. I want to get 88 smithing before double XP. This means when I go into double XP, I'll be able to do Addy plate bodies straight away, get really high XP rates and make it very, very easy. So I've got 6 levels to go, some bonus XP in it will save a little bit of money and time. Then the lamps are going into agility as always because agility XP is lovely and this should get me to 80. Yep, there is 80 agility, 200k away from 81. Then we can do the double catches of Azure skill chompers to get our hunter up as well. Just a couple more boxes to open. We got some pulse cores, we got quite a few spirit gems, got our dungeoneering tokens and a bit of GP as always. Alongside 2 pulse cores, these are just so good. All this added XP is so helpful. So people use Addy square shields a lot for components, things like protective components and deflecting parts, stuff like that. So I'm going to make some Addy square shields with our Addy bars and see how they go for GP. These are the best cost-wise, if we're going by GE price, of all the 2-bar items, and I know these definitely sell because of invention. The Addy swords are 5.1k, the Addy scimitars are 5.3, and these are nearly 5.5. So let's see if we can break even or even make a little tiny bit of money making these adamant square shields. I'm going to use up 3,000 bars and let's see how much money I start with and I end with. There's 84 smithing. I'll probably get it to like 87 or something because on double XP I have quite a lot of proteum bars to use, which should get me to 88. Then I can grind out the plate bodies. Time to make the last of the shields to see if they're profit or loss or break even. That's crazy. I made 14 Addy square shields which require all 28 bars, but I saved 8 bars. That means it only cost me 20 bars to make 14 of them. That is a good inventory. Thank you, Prox. Time for a farm run. Let's check the health of our ewes and papayas. We'll definitely get 71. Let's see if we can get 72. There is 71 farming. Let's see if we can get 72 on this same run. There we go. 72 farming. Good times. 9.1 mil for those Addy square shields. That means we lost 400k. That's so much cheaper and so much better. It's a minimal loss. I'm okay with that. So I did a little bit of safe cracking. So I handed in what I had left over in my loot bag and that got me to 76 thieving. This will increase my experience an hour and I get to do a bit of a different route. I do have a safe cracking guide in the description if you want to check that out. Safe cracking is just such a good way to train thieving. Gonna get a couple more levels before moving on to something else for sure. There is 79 thieving. Gonna keep it here for now. Gonna go do a bit more spiritual warriors for GP as we still want to make a good amount of money for buyables on double XP. Training our stats is fun and everything and we're getting really good progress on all of our stats, but we do need to make sure we make money as well. So off to spiritual warriors I go. After a fair few hours of spiritual warriors, we've built our cash stack back up. We're now at 177 mil, even after losing the money doing smithing and stuff like that. So we lost some money doing smithing, but we made it all back with the spiritual warriors. And if I'm going to do any more smithing in the future, I'm going to do Addy square shields. They sold alright as well. Very minimal loss from those, and that's how I'm going to get my 87 smithing for double XP. We do have a fair amount of cash. We have like 30 mil in cash. Then we have all of this loot in this loot tab. We have a lot of super potions, loads of Addy two-handers, tons from our spring cleaner with all that runite ore and stuff. These spiritual warriors have been very kind to us and we've got a fair amount of loot from when we done Slayer. Pretty damn happy with how much GP we're going to have in this tab and I'm excited to sell it in the future. While doing spiritual warriors, we're already at 104 magic. The XP from here is actually super good alongside being really nice GP. Let's keep farming that GP and get as much as we can today. It's that time again. In between doing some spiritual warriors, I'm going to cap at the Citadel to make sure we have our 6% avatar boost ready for double XP. There is 76 wood cutting from capping at the Citadel. Once we're half capped, I'll claim the bonus XP, put that into woodcutting as well, then maybe even get 77 by the time we've capped. I highly doubt we'll be able to get 77, but with the bonus XP, we'll probably get close. There we go, we finished capping. We're guaranteed to have our 6% avatar for double XP. Now I'm going to head over to do some more Spiritual Warriors for a bit more GP. How's our wealth evaluator looking? 181 mil. I want to at least get 200 mil by the end of today, alongside doing some skilling and maybe some clue scrolls. Managed to get 195 mil now. We need 5 more mil, and I'm going to take a break from Spiritual Warriors, mix it up, and do the clues that are sitting in my bank. So let's do some clue scrolls. That'll be super fun. Let's get to it. Elite clues are very, very nice because they can't give you a clue scroll that you cannot do. So if there's an area in an elite clue that you haven't unlocked, it will not give you that clue. So you can always complete elites, whereas hards, you may not be able to. Like, I haven't done the Legends quest, and I don't know whether I can start it, but if I get that in a hard clue, I'd have to go do that, or at least start it to get to that location. Whereas elites, you just get given scan areas and arrow clues, which are very, very easy to do. Like this one in the desert. You just run around the desert till you find it. Then the one in Falador I just ran around Falador till I found it. Then I had a slidey puzzle at the end. So I can just do the slider puzzles, do the Celtic knots. They're very enjoyable to do, to be honest. I kind of like doing the sliding puzzles. It's very enjoyable for me. I remember as a kid sitting there doing the sliding puzzles as fast as I could. So I kind of just enjoyed doing it, and it brings that nostalgia back. So I always make sure to do my sliding puzzles without Alt 1 or anything like that, just doing it myself. So I got a Menethos scan, just ran around Menethos. Remember, you can use like the shifting tombs thing to teleport around Menethos a little bit easier and stuff like that. But all in all, these clue steps are very, very simple to follow, and that's why I like elites at the lower and mid levels. We've got 11 to do, so let's hope we can get something good, or at least get some fortunate components. See, look, there's an arrow clue, and I was in Menethos, so you look at the arrow, you see it's going up, it looks around, you know, like Falador area or something. So I teleported to Tavali, moved down, and the arrow actually moved, so it showed that it was fairly close. So I just teleported to Cathaby, and the arrow was just east of that lodestone and very, very easy to do. These type of clues are pretty damn easy and chill. I'm super impatient. I'm going to open up my clues every time I get them. I'm not stacking it. You ready? First clue. Going to get a die. Boop. Okay, we got a fortunate component straight away though, so 421k. Something that I forgot to do was siphon my Staff of the Obliteration, so I'm going to siphon it now. Get level 92 invention. Only 7 levels to go for 99 invention as well now. That's pretty crazy. Okay, here we go. Second elite clue. Boop. 522k, another fortunate component. Nice. Third casket. 248k, no fortunate component. Reroll, reroll, reroll. Go, go, go. 193k, we lost money. No, not like this. Right, next elite clue to open. 195k and a master clue. That master's going to be fun to do. Pretty awesome. Something I need to do before the end of the month is my Troll Invasion, Oyster and God statues. So let's start fighting for Troll Invasion for some agility experience. We got our reward book for fighting. We're going to put it into agility. We are level 80 agility and it gave us 50k XP. That's so nice. Next up on the to-do list is God statues. Just got to build them in all the different locations. Going to do it in prayer. So it's going to give me some construction and prayer experience. I don't really want to put it into Slayer as we are max Slayer now. So putting it into prayer makes a bit more sense. Time to check the oyster and get our die. 129k, just as good as a die, no problem. Managed to get 74 fishing from getting the sea cucumber. Now to feed the oyster and we can check it again in 3 days. 161k. We get a reroll next time. Let's keep going. 362k. We got a Fury ornament kit. Not really worth anything. Let's reroll it. 290k. Alright. Well, we've got 5 more clues to do before the end of this episode, so hopefully we'll get something good. If not, we're still going to make a little bit of money. Remember that you can use meerkats. They give you +5 to your scam range. So right now in the desert it's 27, but if I use the meerkats it takes it to 32 and gives +5. Just makes it much easier to find that location for the elite clue dig. Ooh, 1.5 mil. 2 Saradomin pages, that's a good clue. Thank you. 234k. Oh, we can use this agility obstacle as well in Taverley Dungeon now. That's so nice. 80 agility for the win. Oh, that was good. 491k. We got a fortunate component. Not going to re-roll it. Going to save that for the next one. There we go. That's why we save our re-rolls. 184k. Let's re-roll that. And 166k, but we got a master clue. So that's 2 master clues now, and we have 1 more elite to do. So this is my last elite clue. Let's make it a good one. 460k with a fortunate component. Not bad at all. We were so close. Checking the wealth evaluator after those elite clues. We are 199.5 mil, but that will be it for today's episode. Hope you did enjoy the episode, and I hope you enjoyed the clue scrolls. Let me know if you do want to see more clues, because I have quite a lot of hard ones to do as well. If you guys would like to see me do some hard clues, let me know in the comments down below. My stats are now on the screen. We have 2,241 total level. We're progressing pretty nicely, and tomorrow we're going to do a bit more skilling and a bit more money making, ready for double XP. Preparing for double XP so far has gone very, very well, and I'm very proud with the progress that we've made. Should be able to get a fair amount of buyables done on double XP at this rate. Either way, do give the video a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new for loads of future content all related to Runescape 3, and until tomorrow, see ya.